Marissa, obviously a back and forth match, really from the start. Just your thoughts about the 5 sets you guys played tonight against the Mavericks.
I think that we're still learning more about ourselves as a team and the things that we can do. Omaha, they have a lot of amazing players and they play the game really well. And I think that it just came down to who was being more consistent over time. And I think both teams came out and did a lot of great things out there. So I think it was a good match.
So obviously you guys dropped the second and fourth before going to the fifth. What do you guys, what's your mindset going into it? How do you have kind of short-term memory loss to kind of get rid of that and move on to the other sets?
I think that it really depends on each person on the team has their own mindset going into things. As a team overall, we just talk about focusing on the good, focusing what we can control, which is our communication and how we treat each other as teammates, and those are some really big things that we focus on.
What were some of the positives, some of the big things you take away from tonight that you can carry over into tomorrow?
I think that we did a lot of really great things with our blocking tonight and our lineups. We did a really good job at executing our scout and doing those kinds of things, and I think that we stayed together as a team.
And then opposite question, what are some things you'd like to see different, for tomorrow to be able to get across the line and get a win?
I think that it's staying consistent and maintaining the things that we can control, and that's volleyball. It's just such a back and forth game that as long as you stay consistent on your side doing the things that you need to do, that's how you win the game.
Can you talk a little bit more about blocking? I know that's a big part of your game specifically, but what was working tonight for you guys?
I think that our lineups were really great tonight. Our pin hitters were doing a great job and really focusing on that. And that was something that we worked on in practice earlier this week, and I think that came out on the court.
In that first set, Izzy had 5 aces, and
Yeah.
they all came back to back to back. Have you been a part of a run like that where one server gets so hot like that in a match right off the bat? That was crazy.
I mean, I've been playing volleyball for forever now, but I don't think that I've seen that in a row. It was awesome. I know we were all losing it on the bench, and we were doing our little ace arrow cheer and everything. So it was super fun to see, and it was awesome to be able to just watch that. It was cool.
They're running out of t-shirts.
Yeah, I know. I was watching them. I was they're losing out on t-shirts. They only brought 6 out. We need more.
Obviously, it's a bit unique for conference play to have a back-to-back like this. I know you're used to this, though, in terms of non-conference of playing 2 matches in just a couple of days. What's maybe the biggest message from Jesse that you talked about after the match, about trying to reset and get ready to go again for another really big match?
A big thing is just taking care of our bodies, making sure that once we leave the Betty that this game is over and we're locked in on what's going on next. Just continuing to look forward and not looking back.
And then last one for me, I know this team is still coming together and it's still early in the season. What are some things that you've seen from this group that make you believe, hey, we've got something special here? Because you can tell there are a lot of special qualities in this group.
Yeah, I think that we have so much depth on this team. We have so many players that can do amazing things that are on the court and off the court. Our practices are so exciting, and just the amount of love and support that we have in this group is really amazing. It's a really awesome team to have for my final year.